it is the final week for the PCPL VGC Reg G draft. This, yeah, so the reason there's no week 6 is just the person who was going to replace ended up like not being able to, and so they were just like, okay, yeah, we'll just give like people that have those matchups the forfeit win. I think it's a 1-0. So right now we are 3rd, but the person we're facing today, so I agree, they have an undefeated record. They are 7-0 with a Kyogre team. So let's see, what did they bring and what did they not? So who did they not bring? They did not bring the Sandy Shocks. They did not bring the Bastiodon, so they don't have Wide Guard. Okay, they did bring Dragapult. I don't know. Let's just guess this one for now. Let's guess it's like a Banded Pult. Looking at their team, I would kind of imagine that. And then they did bring Scrafty. So I am glad that I brought... So, let me send him a GLHF. Let me not be a jerk. So I am glad that I brought Clear Amulet on my boy here. So they have double Fake Out stuff. All right. They have to be like... I'm booster Spadef on my Scream Tail. Now the question is, do I want to lead with the Wizard or do I want to lead something else? I don't want to lead Groudon because let's see, I could lead Mienshao. Mienshao's not bad because it gives me Quick Guard, it gives me Wide Guard, it gives me good offensive output. Yeah, let's do that. We'll bring Groudon in the back, and then especially if I can keep my Terra Electric around. I think the Wizard is really good here. Chi-Yu also has a really good matchup overall into this game, I think, because it deals with the 2 Ghost types pretty nicely. It deals with the Steel type. I'm Terra Grass, Terra Blast, so I can deal with Kyogre if necessary. But good luck, have fun to my opponent, regardless of the result of this weekend to playoffs, but I would love to be able to take down the only undefeated person, and that's a cool trainer card. It's just a Breloom hanging out. And Tinkaton and Sinistcha are 2 of my favorite mons of all time at this point, so I'd like to take them down. Sinistcha and Scrafty. Okay. Alright, so if I look at a Sinistcha here, my Ice Spinner can do about half, and Psychic Noise could also prevent them from doing healing and stuff. I imagine they're going to fake me out, right? Because, like, what does Scrafty really get? You do get Poison Jab. I'm gonna Quick Guard. Ah, damn! I reveal the tech and they don't get, and I don't get anything out of it. This is unfortunate. They bring in the Tinkaton. Oh, okay. So game 1, they're bringing Tinkaton, Scream. It's Air Balloon. Okay, cool. Prevent from healing. Mental Herb. And then Chiar, okay. My Terra Electric is looking really good. It's looking really, really good here. Alright, so if I look at Tinkaton here, oh, get over here. So Tinkaton into my Screamy Boy. If I Terra Dark, I'm able to live, which would be nice. Get up an Encore. Let's see if I wide. Let's see, what do I want to do here? I don't think I want to switch out. So they probably brought Kyogre in the back. Do I just kind of let you go down? I'm going to attempt to Encore into this slot. An Ice Spinner here. Okay, they go for Shadow Ball. So one's down to 144. It's from Okay, so I'm forcing them to continue to use that move, which is very good for me, honestly. So Shadow Ball into my this boy. 144. Okay, God, my mental math for this should be so much better. 68. Okay, so you're like probably no attack investment. Okay, this is fine. This is totally fine. And then let's see, your play rough into me. I might be able to survive the double up. So let's go for a light screen here. And I'm gonna Ice Spinner that slot again. Ooh, that did more. It was a crit, of course it was. Okay, play rough. Alright. Get this up, which is nice. So they're stuck in play rough. They're stuck in play rough. They're going for Shadow Balls. I know that they're mental herb. Also, okay, hold on. So Tink gets Mian Shao. I think it's going to be worthwhile to get my Groudon in here and save Screamtail. We got 2 turns of Trick Room left. I want to go for the Terra Electric here now. And, okay, thinking of what's in the back potentially, I think we're, no matter what. Ooh, no, because that's only neutral. I think we have to Terra out of our weakness. How much is this in the sun? Yeah, okay, we can go for Dragon Pulse here. Dragon Pulse should get the KO. Play Rough should only do about 30% at most. We'll see if they go for like a Terra Ground or something like that on the Sinistra. If they do, I'll be sad. Actually, no, I'd be fine with that because I just learn. Alright, so I'm going for my Terra. 2 turns of Trick Room left. I hit start recording, right? Oh, thank God. They did not say GLH up back to me. That's... I can't believe it. Alright, they go for a Shadow Ball again. They go for Dragon Pulse. Take out Sinistra. Beautiful. Very likely Kyogre here, right? Because I feel like you are throwing if you bring Scrafty. I mean, they could go Scrafty, potentially. That's interesting to me. They're gonna see that I'm clear Amulet. This Tinkaton is not Assault Vest. They are, in fact, Air Balloon. Thunderbolt does a lot to them. Let's go for that. Because letting them have the weather control would be rough. Alright, does my Screamtail live a fake out? It does. Problem is that I don't KO the Tinkaton. He's probably not. They go for close combat. Okay, so 162 down. Stop critting me. That was a lot. Air balloons popped. Then play rough. Yeah, that crit mattered. Yeah, that should have only done like 90 to me, and then 90 to 7, 167. Yeah, that like I should have been chilling, dude. All right, the Tinkaton's probably slow. My Groudon's out here now. This Scrafty at -1. In the Sun, Heat Crash would be getting the KO. Let's see. I want to look at. Tinkaton is just not dying to this, you know? Do I still have a light screen turn? I think I do. No, I have 2 turns of light screen. Beautiful. Let's see. If I Encore Scrafty into close combat, how bad is that for me? It's probably fine. Let me just go for Precipice Blades. I don't want them doing anything else fancy. Tinkaton's faster. Okay. I double connect. Alright. So Tinkaton also gets Scream and Raging Bolt. Let's see, I get Tink. You're now at -2 across the board. Now Kyogre comes in here. Yeah. God, okay. So, that turn 1 did not go the way that I would have liked it to. That Sinistron lead was rough. Because I love the Mian Shao. I'm kind of down to lead with the Raging Bolt next time. This is my 1 turn of this that's left up. Let's see now. I'm going to Rock Slide on the off chance that I'm faster and I can get some flinches. I don't KO either of them. That sucks. That's a crit on the Kyogre, okay. And then they just go for Ice Beam. Okay. And it's Life Orb. Okay. Cool. Kyogre KO'd Groudon. And I learned that it has Ice Beam. How much is that doing to Raging Bolt? How much is that doing to Terra Raging Bolt? Alright, battle again, same rules. Alright, good game. Game 1. They sent a message saying a slugfest is expected, sorry for crits. So that's a good our staff with the constant crits. LMAO. Same rules that'll be used again. Let's pick the same team. Alright, so for the run back here, something tells me that they're gonna decide to go for the fast mode this time and they're gonna go Torn. So I'm gonna look at my Screamtail now. Let's see, if you go Terra Water. Terra Water in the rain against my Screamtail. Okay, what if you're modest? Even if you're modest, you cannot actually KO my Screamtail. Turn 1. That's totally cool with me. So then I think I go Raging Bolt up beside it. I bring this guy in the back. And then what does this lose to? Dragapult gives this problems, I feel like. Tinkaton also causes this problems. Those sound like things that Chi-Yu deals with, right? Is there any reason for me to bring Jumpluff instead? Get some redirection. The Sunny Day ability. No, I don't think so. I think this lead is kind of my best bet. They can fake me out if they lead with the Scrafty again. But they can only fake out one side, right? They can only do like that on one end. Okay, so they are Life Orb on Kyogre. I didn't learn a single Terra. Yeah. That is annoying, though, that the close combat into Rage Bolt crit me. 100% mattered. But alas, it's Dragapult and Torn. Okay. So, 2 mons we know nothing about. So now we know that the Mental Herb is on the Sinistcha. So whatever this Torn goes for, I'm going to be able to lock it into that move pretty safely. Terra Electric is pretty necessary here. If I look at Dragapult, I kind of don't want to go for the Dragon Pulse in case they're Terra Fairy. Kind of would rather the Snarl. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Snarl this turn. So no Terra from them. I could have gone for Dragon Pulse and fucked them up, but alas. And now we get to see, are they, like, what set are they, right? Because if are they banded? Are they, like, what are they? Oh, they did taunt. Oh, unfortunate. Okay. Yeah. Forced me to not do the Terra Dart. Okay, so it's Draco Meteor. Let's see. Down to 1. Okay, so if we're down to 148. Dragapult. I crit the Dragapult. Okay, we. Ooh, it's Infiltrator. Okay. Draco Meteor, so 140, so down to 148, 33%. Okay, so they're not specs. Are you Draco Blade? Maybe. Also could be potentially Modest. Regardless. Now that I'm taunted, we'll go for this, and come on. There we go. They withdraw that slot? Of course. I am not getting my calls right today. Negative Tailwind. Okay. Psychic Noise, we get some stuff off there. So we're still taunted. That Gigaton Hammer is going to hurt me. If I look at Chi-Yu, how much are you taking from Gigaton Hammer? You're taking like half. Okay. And then how much are you taking from a Bleak Windstorm? You could get KO'd. Groudon. You're taking like up to 40%. 40, so you do live. I can bring in Groudon here. Oh shit, hold on. I'm running out of time. You know what? We're going into that slot. Ooh, hold on. Hold on. They bring in Kyogre? Okay, cool. So because I'm bringing in Groudon second, I'm overwriting their Rain. Very cool. I'm very okay with this. And if they didn't fake out, I'm getting a big hit into this team. They did fake out, but they faked out into that slot, so this is kind of okay. Alright, so if I look at this Life Orb Kyogre, but it's in the sun. Ice Beam is doing a lot to me there. Let's see. Ice Beam is doing up to 120, so the double up would big oof ouch hurt me. But I don't think you can get both ends at the same time, so I'm going to go for the Heat Crash. And then, like, I have no reason not to Thunderclap you, right? Let's see what your Terra is. Is it Terra Ground? It is Terra Ground. Holy shit. That is smart. That's kind of like, that's something I expected, but interestingly, that makes them weak to Terra Grass and such. It's good to know. It's on Hammer. Yeah, they double up into that slot. If it's an Ice Beam in there too, I'm upset. Terra Blast Ground. Okay, this is taking me out. Yeah, that's me. Fucking hell, man. W prep on this guy. Alright, I got Scream Tail, I got Chi-Yu in the back. Alright, so let's look at this. So this was Kyogre gets Raging Bolt. Groudon gets Tink. So I am at full health on my Scream Tail. This is a Terra Blast. And if I look at you, let's see, you are Terra'd, so Precious Blades is doing a decent chunk. Do I want to bring in Scream Tail here, or do I bring in the Chi-Yu? Yeah, let's bring in Scream. So bring out Torn. Let's see, if I go for... Okay, and so then they have Hoenn in the back as well. It's Dragapult? Yeah, it's Dragapult, okay. I can beat Dragapult with Chi-Yu if necessary. How many turns of Tailwind are left? There's one turn of Tailwind. We're gonna try and get a light screen up. They go for the Rain Dance. Okay. I think I already used my booster, unfortunately. Origin Pulse. Okay. That's alright, that's alright. So, Groudon, Light Screen, we're at 114. Chance to Oko. No more Tailwind up. Ice Beam has a chance to KO. The Origin Pulse, not really. If they're at they're at 80% now. Oh wait, oh, it's in the rain. Oh, fuck me, never mind. Yeah, this shit absolutely ruins me. Here, let's get the double, and let's disable. Kind of hoping for the Tailwind. This Tailwind. Show me Ice Beam. Show me Miss. Never lucky. And of course it takes me out. Yeah, that's rough. Do they just go for the Terra Blast, or do they go for the Opals? Because the Opals miss is basically my only win condition here. They need to miss Origin Pulse. Also, I got the double protect, didn't I? That's pretty crazy. I need a Rock Slide, and it has to be Dark Pulse into this slot. It's Bleakwind Storm. Origin Pulse double hit. Yeah, okay. It claims all 4. GG's. Yeah, this is a rough matchup, and they kind of got me on like a couple of like its W prep really is like the terror, like the switch out of Dragapult, like from Dragapult to Tink on a Thunderclap not doing anything, and then a Thunderclap going into a Terra Ground Kyogre was, yeah, that was like, I don't want to say obvious, but I genuinely didn't think they would go for the Ground. I thought they would go Grass. I thought that the Ground was like a little too weak to the stuff that I could potentially bring, but hey, listen, results get results, you know? So GG's to my opponent. GG's my opponent. We are 5-3, so we are in the playoffs. The annoying thing about being 5-3 is that we're more likely to face the really rough teams, like the higher up seeds. So depending, we might have to go up against like one of the Calorexes. We'll see. But next battle will be playoffs. Whenever Swag posts their perspective, I will link it down below. Thanks for checking out the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Thanks, Tom. Peace out.